Good morning. So please take a comfortable seat, close your eyes. Let's take a few deeper breaths to begin this morning. So as you're taking those deeper breaths, can you feel the sides of the ribs, even the armpits, as if you're breathing into those spaces? Maybe a little shrug through the shoulders. So we're just very gently exploring the capacity for this upper body torso area to become a little bit more buoyant, letting the spine decompress. And then letting the breath return to its natural rhythm, letting your belly soften and relax, letting your eyelids get heavy, your tongue resting in your mouth. And if it's possible for you to breathe through your nose, please try that. And if not, the mouth is perfect. And move your attention close to your breath. Very simple, very natural. Keep bringing your attention back to your breath. Of course, part of the experience will be the mind will wander. And at some point, you'll notice it's wandering. And as you do that, you just very gently come back to the breath. Keep coming back to your breath. Your inhalation, your exhalation. Just allowing the breath to move through you. We are being breathed. Stay with your breath. Keep coming back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep bringing your attention back to your breath. Keep coming back to your breath. Stay with your breath. And then begin to take some deeper breaths. You can move a little through the shoulders. Just take your time. Okay. So let's slowly open the eyes. So a very simple practice and yet a very challenging practice. You notice how the mind wanders. Um, and this practice is kind of your very basic practice. But it's great for beginning to build a relationship with the natural breath, the breath as it naturally arises. And it's the idea that the breath has this rhythm naturally inherent in it. In Sanskrit, we call it spanda, and it translates as the, the pulsation that moves through all living things. So it's the idea that parts of us simply get fragmented or disconnected. And what we're trying to do through these type of practices is bring them back into synchronization with that very pulsation. So as we tune into that natural breath, that fragmented part of us just begins to listen to that rhythm. And you'll know the distraction is just the way in which that part perpetuates the disconnect. And we all have it. We all have these parts that are just used to being disconnected. So, they're looking to maintain a status quo. Yeah, it's like the devil. It's that idea that the sympathetic nervous system, the parts that are kind of controlled by that aspect of the nervous system, they don't really do growth or change. They're just interested in keeping things as they are because that's, as far as they're concerned, the safest way to be. So as we're beginning to do these practices that are really feeding the parasympathetic nervous system, we notice the agitation or we notice the distraction in the mind. And the game and the practice is you just let it be there. You don't have to do anything other than just come to the breath and stay with the breath and come back and come back. So the practice is a process of being with the breath and the mind wandering and coming back to the breath and the mind wandering. That's all the practice. So it's be very clear that the practice is not just this empty mind. It's the whole gamut of the experience and just letting it be there, letting whatever needs to be there be there. Okay, so we're going to close the eyes again. We're going to bring the hands together in front of the heart. Let the belly relax, let the jaw relax. Just tune back into the breath. So could we remember gratitude? What in this moment could we feel grateful for? Maybe it's a memory of gratitude. Maybe it's somebody we think about who supports us, cares for us, loves us. And the way we access this feeling in ourselves, and this feeling of gratitude is our feeling. In one sense, it has nothing to do with anybody else, although somebody else, something else can be a catalyst for us to feel this feeling. And it's a way in which we support each other unfolding and awakening. It's the way in which relationship is designed to work. So you think about this idea of gratitude, and then as you think about it, you might be able to access the feeling. And just observe the feeling in your body. And then the idea of breathing into it. So that feeling of gratitude usually arises around the heart. And then could you breathe into it and imagine the breath as you breathe into it is expanding whatever gratitude is in your body, expanding the sensation. Again, like a balloon filling up. Beautiful. So our practice is very much a prayer. I know that word can have different connotations, but just the idea that a prayer is an intention, it's a clear intention. And it's an intention that's attuned to, let's say, a higher vibration or a higher intention. So our practice is a prayer to the life that moves through us, and in that to the life that moves through all beings. And a very beautiful Buddhist prayer is that may all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings know joy. May all beings know ease. And then to ourselves and to each other this morning, we bow our heads. Perfect. And we'll release the hands, lift the chin, open the eyes. Great, good work. So thanks a million for joining me this morning, and I hope this is supporting you. And I wish you the very best. I wish you a good day, and I'll see you in the morning. Okay, great.